Today we are going to dive back in the 41st millennium of Warhammer 40k. Back in Darktide, I have made myself a pretty good Arbites build, I would say. I've run several Auric Maelstroms with it, and well, it worked very well. I'm going to start with the Curios because they're the easiest. You're going to have this Curio times 3. All the same. Just toughness as the blessing, and perks are 5% toughness, 15% sprint efficiency, and 20% damage resistance against the gunners. So yes, pretty easy. For primary weapon, we have the Arbites Shock Maul. We want damage, finesse, crowd control, and penetration on 80%, and mobility on 60%, because that is the least important stat we want. For perks, these are not the right ones. This is the perks for one of my different builds. I need to change those to something else, but I will show those in a moment. For blessings, we do keep execution, where we get a bonus damage against staggered enemies, and we keep high voltage to get a damage bonus against electrocuted enemies. And you're both going to stagger and electrocute a lot with this build. Why, for one, the Arbites Shock Maul, I believe, with his special melee attack, he even shocks enemies. I don't know if he does it with his regular attacks, but still, you're going to have a lot of shock in this build. For a ranged weapon, we use the Exterminator Shotgun with the Exaction Mark 8. Yes, the Mark 8. Again, these are not the right perks, but we also don't have the right blessings. Right. I'll change those in a moment. Going into the talents, we have Withering Fire. Again, I'm not going to explain every single perk, but we have Withering Fire for starters. Going into Up Close for some toughness regeneration. Then we continue to No Escape, Razor Jaw Augment, Man and Cybermastiff, ranged damage bonus, and the Remote Detonation. Then, of course, the 25 toughness for Arbitrator Armor, Concussive. You could also switch this to Ammo Belt, but I personally like this more because Stagger is a great part of like damage buffs and also kits from the Arbitrator. So I prefer this one, but you could use Ammo Belt. Then we have your Cybermastiff electrocutes enemies' attacks for 5 seconds, the Voltaic Mandibles Augment. So yeah, maybe you already noticed it. This is quite a dog-oriented build, I guess I should call it. But it works very well. Then Canine Morale, part of the squad, so our Cybermastiff counts towards coherency, and we gain some toughness damage reduction. Again, plastic plates. Then Unleashed Brutality, going into the Cleave boost. We take Castigator's Stance. It's a very good ability. Now do notice, I've tested it out in different situations. This is a very defensive ability, so don't use it to with the intention to be able to kill a lot, because yes, kind of you will, but it's more of a defensive one. We take Writ of Execution, Bloodlust, and Blessed Armament. Going here into Justified Measures, Street Smarts, and Priority Endowment. This one I just personally like. You don't have to use this. If you could take a Target Priority or a Monstrosity Hunter. Both of those are a good option as well. And if you want, you could, if there's a lot of toxic gas in the mission, you could also switch the clip size out for Rebreather. And then going down the left, Arbites Revelatum, Zealous Dedication, Serrated Maw, and Execution Order. So this is basically going to mark a lot of the gunners, shotgunners, boxbursters, muties, flamers, bombers. Well, basically anything except the regular enemies, even bosses, as it says. And you will replenish toughness when you kill those. And when you kill those, you will gain 10% damage and 10% attack speed for 8 seconds. And if your Cybermastiff kills one of those, he gains plus 150% damage. For Allocator, we have the cooldown regeneration, pretty important because especially in Auric Maelstroms, sometimes there's some pretty tough fights, all one after another. So you're going to want to have your Castigator Stance up quite a bit. No lenience for some extra rending against, well, mainly Carapace Armored. Not far behind, some extra movement speed and damage, and this is just extra damage resistance from monstrosities and dealing more damage against monstrosities, which is, when this stacks 30 times, it just stays there for the rest of the mission. So that's pretty sweet as well. So I believe that is the build. Oh wait, the perks.
Let the machine god's blessings
I will just take a moment to look through what would be useful here. I think the melee weak spot damage is pretty nice, it helps a lot. Then it's up to you guys whether you want to take a Maniac's damage bonus, Unyielding, or Carapace. I'm personally probably going with Maniacs.
Our prayers have been answered.
Well, mainly Maniacs or Ragers, and when you get a wave of Ragers, that's pretty tough to handle. Well, most of the times at least, so you will want to have some extra damage right there. And for our blessings, I think I think this is a pretty solid execution and high voltage. You can just keep those on the shock maul. For the shotgun, will need to change up a few things. I'm going to use unyielding damage
A
boost,
new marvel is awoken.
and then it's either you can pick a 10% range weak spot damage, or you can take a maniac damage bonus. I'm going to go with the range weak spot damage.
Interesting.
And for blessings, we will use close range kill. Doesn't even stack, so it's not worth it. Okay, I'm going to go with a sustained fire because I mean you only have 5 bullets, so this is going to you are going to basically deal plus 20% damage all the time. And secondly, we will use that's a good question. I think I'm going with a punishing salvo. This one is mainly going to be very good against Ogryns, so like, yeah, Crushers, Reapers, and Bulwarks. For example, Gunners, when you one-hit those, you're gonna one-hit those Gunners and Shotgunners. Only the Carapace armored guys you're not gonna one-hit, but you're going to deal a shitload of damage with those. Blessings equipped. So yes, that's a build. Oh yeah, and might you be interested in knowing I'm using the Arbitrator Revelatum mask. Now this is one you need to buy with real money, so not free to play. And the same goes for this chest piece with the cape. Also, you need to buy that. And these ones are free. The officer fatigues. Yeah, the dog is just free to play. You just need to obtain it from a penance, but that's not that hard. So yes, that's the build. And I suppose I will show you guys how this build works in an Auric Maelstrom. Let's see. 20% reduced ability cooldown. That is very nice for my castigator stance. Look, the circle around the enemy, that means it is marked with your marking ability, the one you have, Keystone. So then you know what to kill and or what to send your Cybermastiff on, so he gains the 150% damage buff. Kills it, of course. Yes, and as you can see, it is a mod, by the way, for me to be able to see the health bars of the enemies. I can show you guys. See that lightning at the top? That means it is electrocuted. So So literally every single attack I do with this weapon electrocutes the enemy. Meaning I have a permanent, was it? I believe 25%. Yes, 25% damage buff. And making headshots because of my counts as enemies. When I make a headshot with my melee weapon, it counts as the enemy being staggered. So that's another percent damage. So basically, I have a 45% damage bonus all the time. What is Jesus? Hopefully we have some medicine. No, we don't. That. No.
Bear witness to my wounds.
Yes, thank you. Glad you're interested. In case you wondered why is my dog named Binky, because well, that's not really a Warhammer-ish name. That's because it's the name of my dog that died a few years ago. He was a sweet boy, so. Now every time I play Darktide, I can still think about my dog.
Everyone! Demon host close by! Demon host! Watching your right!
I'm with you!
Fucking hell, Wicks, you driver! Dead! For my beloved! Shut
Loki's incoming. Damn, that Cyber is doing a motherfucking good job. Respect. And also now that I think about it, I have tried to like make a community, so I made a Discord server where there are like channels for all the games I'm playing and also making videos about. So if you're interested, you go to my YouTube bio again. There should be my Discord, not the channel, but my account. You can send me a DM and we will invite you to my server. Like it's just a casual server to meet people online, play the same games as you, and also watch my videos. And I hope to see some of my viewers there.
If you have deserted me, I will have you on a charge.
And I mean, I will definitely be playing with you guys too. That's what you guys want. So yeah, I hope I'll see you. I'll see my viewers in there sometime soon. I could really use some medic. Sorry.
Terminated.
Hey, we're almost done.
Crossfire ships. Too much to go wrong.
We stand before the Aegis station. Ready yourselves.
Also, this is not how I would usually play this build. Usually I'm a little more offensive. But now I'm trying to like get the Auric Exemplar or no Auric Storm Survivor title. So I need to not die for 5 consecutive Auric Maelstrom missions. So yeah.
Watching your back.
Which this is quite a defensive build too, but it also deals quite some offensive damage.
You did. Neutralize.
pretty good for both in my opinion. And it's very fun to play with.
I take no pride in this. Nobody told us. Even the liability is useful once in a while. For my beloved.
Come on, mark them. Take the snipe. Not fun that I'll play with them, Psyker, or what?
You shouldn't have made me angry.
No, honestly, the Psyker is good, but he's annoying.
We're winning. Oh, something's not right.
Yes,
Got a bad feeling about this
they're
mission.
hiding.
And now you are done. All that is left to do is leave.
Did they all just fall down? Jesus.
Can't be nice!
I cannot be stopped!
Anyway, so that's the build. Of course, I got dropped in the middle of a mission, but I still hope you could quite well see, yeah, how the build worked. So yeah, and I also hope that you guys will enjoy using this build. So, and again, consider joining my Discord server. You know, I always like playing with new people and meeting new people, and I'm open to play with all of you if you just join my Discord. So yes, that's it for today. See you in the next one, guys. Have a good one.